Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Tim back in the car, out and about on my way to meet a client, and thought I would just take this time to do a quick video for you. And if you watch the videos, you know that when I say I'm going to do a quick video, they're never quick. I don't know why I say it. Anyway, hey, I hope you're having a great day. I am on my way to meet a client to look at an investment property, and that's what this video is about. I am getting so many requests, phone calls, emails, text from investors who are really interested in investing here in North Alabama, primarily Huntsville, Madison, Decatur, even Athens. And the reason I'm getting these calls is because, quite simply, because Huntsville is such a great place to live, to work, to play, to invest. We are on all of the national lists now, the top 5 places to do business. And when that happens to an area like it's happening here, combined with the growth that we're having, and that's what's driving all of this, is the economic development, the fact that we've got all the high-tech contractors are here, all the defense contractors, NASA, the Army, Google, Facebook, Blue Origin, Amazon. All of them are locating here because Huntsville is becoming a technology hub. We have I think the 3rd largest research park in the country. We have one of the highest populations of engineers, physicists, scientists, and along with that, of course, comes the median income is very high, home values are very high, very competitive, and that always attracts investors. It also makes it somewhat tricky to invest because depending on the type of investor you are, you may or may not be able to find deals that fit your economic profile here. For example, flipping in Huntsville, Alabama, man, it is really hard to find a property to flip these days because the numbers just don't work. Because what's happening is we have, people here who a year ago wouldn't even have thought about flipping a home, but because there is a shortage of available housing, they're now looking at fixer-uppers, and as a result, they are competing with flippers like me. So, what I would normally pay for a flip property a year ago has gone up dramatically now because I am competing with folks who are not flipping. They're buying it to fix up, to move into. So it's more difficult to flip here. But if you are a buy and hold investor, if you're someone who is looking either for long-term rental, short-term rental, corporate rental, we have a very active Airbnb market here, and you'll have to forgive these streets. I'm in an older neighborhood. So if you are that sort of investor, you can still find deals here. And so the question that I get a lot is, hey Tim, is it a good area to invest in? And the short answer is yes. Now, the longer answer, and this is what I tell every one of these investors that I talk to, is it depends really on you. It depends on your wherewithal to purchase the property, the money you've got lined up, if you are comfortable owning real estate out of town. A lot of factors come into play. And so that's what I want to talk about on this video, is not whether or not Huntsville, Alabama is a great place to invest, because it is. It's more, are you suited to invest in Huntsville, Alabama? All right, so let's talk a little bit about you. And this is my advice to everyone who calls me asking if they should invest here. Again, the short answer is yeah, it's a great place to invest. The longer answer is, again, are you really someone who can invest remotely? Can you live in Los Angeles, California and invest in property here? Great. If you can, awesome. If you've never done it before, it might take some getting used to, because you're not here chances are you're going to get maybe a property management company to oversee. That's what I recommend. You don't want to manage from afar. You know what I mean? It just really is difficult. So, you know, you're probably going to get a property manager. But here's the process from my side of the thing. And again, this is what I tell everybody. First thing you need to do is find a realtor that you can trust, and preferably a realtor who is experienced with investment property, either as a realtor who's done a lot of deals or even as someone who is an investor themselves. Most of the real estate agents that I know that have been doing it for a while, they're also on the investment side. They are investors. So you want to find a realtor that, number one, knows about investment property, knows the process, knows how investors think, know how to run the numbers, and know how to get you the best deal. The last thing you want is a real estate agent who is just an order taker, you know, who just goes out, finds you a house to buy, and once the deal is done, you never hear from them again. You want an active realtor who is going to, number one, find you the property, because that's why you need them, but is going to manage the process for you. They're going to negotiate to get you the absolute best deal. They are going to manage the offer process. They are going to manage the inspection process. They are going to manage the repair process. They're going to manage everything from start to finish on the ground for you, because you're not here. So you need a good realtor who can do that. One that, you know, and here's a tip for you. You need to ask this realtor, are you an active investor, and do you invest in the kind of properties that I like to invest in? Because the last thing you want to have happen is for you to be competing with your realtor for deals. I have seen this happen in the past, where realtors will go out and they will find an investment property, and if they like it, they'll buy it. But if they don't like it, well, then they'll try to sell that to their clients. And I don't think that's right. I think there's an ethical issue there, but what do I know? So you do not want an agent that's going to compete with you. For example, I don't do buy and hold real estate. I'm a flipper. Most of my flips are off-market deals that I find through friends and my circle of influence. So I'm not going to compete with my agents who are, or my clients who are looking for buy and hold opportunities. I'm just not someone that's going to compete, so there's no conflict of interest there. Of course, I have experience as an investor. I have experience working with investors, so that is a plus as well. Now, the thing about me is I can't do it all. I am not taking on any more clients. So what we have done at Revolved is we have created an investment group within our company, and there are agents in that group that I specifically work with and train to work with investors. So you may not get me directly on the ground, but you will have me behind the scenes. So find a good realtor and interview them well. And you might have to interview 3 or 4 before you find someone that you're comfortable working with. All right. Once you do locate that realtor, it's time for a long conversation, because you want that realtor to know everything there is about what you're looking for. Are you interested in single family? Are you looking at duplex, multiplex? Are you looking at apartments? Are you looking at land? Are you interested in commercial? You know, what is the niche that you are going to be most interested in? And I do encourage you to start slowly when you are doing this. If you are going to start investing remotely, you know, do a small deal. Get a deal done, get one under your belt, and start slowly, and then maybe you can branch out. But you need to let that agent know, here's what I'm most interested in, this is my niche, this is my budget, and this is where my money comes from. Because there's a big difference between cash investors and investors who just have to go out and get loans like normal people, all right? Cash is king. If you're an investor dealing strictly in cash, your offer is going to be moved to the front of the line. If you're an investor who still has to get a loan and deal with appraisals and all of that stuff, well, you're no better off, or you're no more appealing than just a normal buyer who has to go get a loan to buy the house. So keep that in mind, okay? Most investors, the savvy investors, know that cash is king. The ability to close quickly is king. The ability to just waive the inspection and waive the appraisal and just go in and get it done, that's what's going to land you deals in Huntsville, Alabama. All right, keep that in mind as well. So find a great realtor. If you don't have one, ask me. I will find one for you here on the ground. I'll assign you one of my team members. Then we will have a phone interview, you, me, and the realtor that's going to work with you. We're going to talk about what it is you're looking for, what your funding situation is, and then we will go out and start sending you potential properties. All right? The third and last thing that I would recommend is this. Be ready to pull the trigger quickly. Because property here, especially in Madison, Huntsville, it goes quick, or quickly, quicker. It goes fast. All right. So you have to be ready to pull the trigger if you are going to compete with other buyers in this market. All right. So if your agent, if you've had a meeting with your agent and you said, okay, I'm interested in 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family homes in the city of Huntsville. My budget is $250,000. Go. If they send you things that meet your criteria, they send you photographs, they'll do videos for you, they will get on the phone and tell you about the property, maybe do a FaceTime. When time comes to make an offer, you need to do it quickly, because that house is not going to be on the market very long. All right. And again, you need to have all your ducks lined up in a row. You need to have your funding. You need a pre-qualification letter. You need a proof of funds. You need the ability to prove that you can buy that house quickly and go through with the deal. All right. So be ready to pull the trigger. I love all these analogies. Get your ducks in a row. Pull the trigger. You know what I mean. Give me a break. But just be ready to go. And again, you rely on your agent here to be your boots on the ground to get, if there's going to be an inspection, your agent will get that done for you. He will get the report back. He will create the repair request if there's going to be one. But again, remember, when it comes to investment property, the fewer strings you can put on a deal, the better. Because you are competing with local investors. You're competing with investors all over the country here. You're also competing with folks who are looking to buy that home, fix it up, move into it, okay? So there you go. I mean, it's not a difficult process, but everything really hinges on those three things. Finding a great realtor that knows about investment properties, that works with investors, that can find you those deals. Have all your ducks lined up in a row, so when the time comes, you are able to make a decision quickly, pull the trigger, and then follow through with the deal. And again, if you need help on any of this, Revolved Realty is here. I've got 72 agents on the ground here. I would be happy to have a conference call with you and someone from our investment division to talk about how we can help you. All right. Hey, and if you like what we do on these videos, do me a favor, click the subscribe button. Click the like button, click the little bell notification icon. That way, whenever we do a video, you're not going to miss out on anything. So, all right, guys, I hope that was helpful. A very long-winded answer to a very short question. Is North Alabama, Huntsville, Madison, Decatur, Athens a great place to invest? The short answer is yes. The long answer just took 20 minutes to give. All right, that's it. Get out, make it a great day. I'll talk to you soon.